Hello everyone and welcome to the late summer springtime tournament, or the Striving Springtime Tournament. Today we are trying out a new kind of brackets where the first few trucks race and then the other trucks behind them, they go to race them and so on. So we have Monster Jam Extreme in the Velociraptor going to go against Caden Wilson, the Monster Mutt Rottweiler. They're already at the track, they're going down. Caden Wilson's in the lead and he takes the first win. He moves on to the next round. The slow-mo replay shows they were fairly even out of the gate, but then Caden Wilson started to get lead. He pops a bit of a wheelie there in the mid of the course where there's that little bump and takes it. It's Dolphin Master and the Lumberjack. Soon going against Mirage in Venom. Now Mirage is the new driver and he's out by far. He takes that win by a long shot. Dolphin Master not doing so well in that Lumberjack. I bet he'd prefer being in that backwards bump there. But Venom just speeds off straight away and drifts into the finish line. Now we do have Customizer Walker in hooks, soon to go against Rainbow X in overboards. And they're off, both of them fairly even down the track. Overboards in first place. Oh, but Hooks takes it instead. Overboard almost had the win, but as you can see in the replay, they're going down straight away. Overboard had the lead. Hooks was following behind them, but then they hit that bump and they fell off backwards. Didn't manage to get across the finish line as Hooks managed to take that win. Now we have Atomic in Stone Crusher going up against Master Enderbones in backwards bob. And they're off, they're going down the track. Backwards Bob is in the lead, but then Stone Crusher takes it at the end. Now we have Frosty in Crush Cycle going against Kay and James in Gravedigger the Legend. They're going down straight away. Okay, James easily took that as Crush Cycle for some reason crashed into the wooden barrier that stops them from going off the track. As you can see in the replay, they're going down the track and Gravedigger the Legend just has the lead far out in front. Crush Cycle then turns into the wall and loses it. Now we have Rexy in that cross station there, going against Insane Walrus in that Soldier Fortune. And they're off, they're going down the track. Cross station's the lead, but then Soldier Fortune takes it. Takes the win. Now it is James Wilson in Tempest Speed, one of the rookies here, and 10 to 12 in that War Machine, not as much as a rookie, and they're both going down the track fairly even out the gate, and War Machine takes the win. 10 to 12 takes the win from episode 1 winner. Here we can see in the replay how Tempest, they're fairly even out the gate, but as soon as they hit that straight away there, they both kind of turn and spin around, and then Insane Walrus takes that win. No, not 10 to 12 takes that win, sorry, that was my bad. Now we have Nero Theory in Captain's Curse going against Brutus in that Axe. They're going down the track fairly even. Captain's Curse seems to be... Oh! Axe pits Pirate's Curse, and we have to really zoom up close because of how close they are together. Now we're going to get an overtop view. It looks like to be Pirate's Curse who has taken the win. We'll see in a second if he has, but then we have Kraken against Caden Wilson Monster Mutt Golden against Venom, Rainbow Blast against... Okay, this is going too fast for me. And Pirate's Curse did manage to take the win. Now we're going into round 2. We have the Funkster going against... in Kraken, going against Winter Whiplash winner, Caden Wilson. And they're off, they're going down the track. Caden Wilson may have taken that win. I have no idea though. The Funkster may have taken that win in Kraken, but I'm not sure. They're not going to verify it straight away. But we have Maddie Wilson in Monster Mutt Golden going against Mirage in Venom. Venom just takes it out straight away into that lead and takes the win easily as Maddie comes in behind. Mother Cyclops is in that Rainbow Blast. She has won some Series 18 and seems to be 20. Now we have Hooked going against Rainbow Blast. Let's see who will take it. They're both going down the track. Both of them pop a front wheelie at the beginning, and Mother Cyclops just barely manages to take it. Now we have Little Chip in that El Toro Loco Nitro. He has won several Silent Series, the driver. And now we have Atomic and Stone Crusher going against them. They're very even off the bat, and Stone Crusher just barely takes that win. They're fairly even out the gates there, but it wasn't enough. Now we have Insane Orbis in that Soldier Fortune going against Warbus. That was a bit of a mix up there, but Warbus seems to be in the lead, and they took the win easily. Well, not easily, as Soldier Fortune is flipped onto the back. And now we have Diecast Mayhem and the Amazing Spider-Man going against 10 to 12 in Warbus. And they're both fairly even. Warbus is slightly in the lead, and not Warbus, sorry, that's my bad. War Machine. War Machine did take that win barely. Now we have Aiden Richards in Night Storm going against Pirate's Curse, who will take it. And they're off. Night Storm is in the lead. Pirate's Curse is following way behind them. And Night Storm... It seems that we've lost Pirate's Curse. Well, we're going to need to check that replay to find out where Pirate's Curse has gone. The search team is now up and running, but Nightstorm did take that win, and due to that, well, too bad for Pirate's Curse. And they have found him on the floor of the chasm. He jumped off for some reason, but now we are going into round 3. We have Rainbow Blast against Stone Crusher, Horsepower against Rottweiler, War Machine against Nightstorm, and it's gone too fast again. But we have Lightning Racer in Horsepower against Caden Wilson in that legendary Monster Mutt Rottweiler. They're off fairly even. Horsepower is in the lead, and Horsepower takes it, dethroning the champion for the second episode in this driving springtime / summertime tournament. Now we have Chip Chocolate in the Slicer going against Mirage in Venom. And they're off fairly even. Slicer's out of the lead, but no, he capsizes it and allows Mirage to take the win. Now we do have Mother Cyclops in Rainbow Blast going against Atomic in Stone Crusher. Which one of these two will move on to the next round? Going down fairly even. Oh, Atomic does take the win. Neither of them cross the line though. A bit anticlimactic from that. Now we have Anna Blank in Sparkle Smash, another new driver with a new truck here today. And again with Kay and James in Gravedigger, the legend, going down track fairly even, but Anna Blank manages to barely take this win. Now we have Backyard Jam in that Thunder Roris here today, going against Wolbus. Since it's barely even on the game, Wolbus is slightly in the lead, but Backyard Jam manages to cross the line first, just by a tyre. Now we have Nightstorm going against War Machine. Two fast trucks, one fast because of their axles, the other fast because of their weight. And War Machine gets pissed by Nightstorm, but he takes the win. Tender 12 being a massive competitor here today. Now we're going to be racing in threes here today for the semi-finals. Only 2 races will manage to move on. We have Horsepower in the far lane. In the middle lane we have Venom, and in the near lane we do have Stone Crusher, and there are Horsepowers in the lead. Venom tries and fails the pit maneuver and doesn't manage to cross the finish line, and Atomic finishes in second, but second doesn't do it. You need to come in first place, and real race between Mirage and Horsepower, and Mirage, I believe, just managed to take the win, and indeed he did. 1 for Venom, 1 for Horsepower, and 0 for Stone Crusher. If Stone Crusher wants to win, he has to win the next 2, but it doesn't look to be so. Horsepower's in the lead, and he takes the win. He's moving on to the finals. Congratulations to Horsepower, but Venom was a massive competitor there. Now it's Sparkle Smash in the far lane, Backyard Jam or Thunder Roris in the middle, and War Machine in the near. Which one of these 3 trucks will move on to the final? And there seems to be that Backyard Jam was back, battling 10 to 12 for first place. From straight away, Anna Blanca's lacking a bit of the lines. Now with War Machine in the outside lane, and all 3 of them are off. And War Machine managed to just barely save it as Backyard Jam managed to take the win. Now we have Horsepower going against Thunder Roris here today for the finals. I'm not sure if it's a best of 1 or a best of 3. But soon they're off and they're going down the racetrack. Horsepower is in the far lead and he takes it. Backyard Jam was denied the win here today, and it is a best of 3, so he still has 1 more chance to try and take it. They're off fairly even, but Horsepower is slightly in the lead, and he tries to do the pit maneuver, but he fails to do so. And Horsepower is now episode 2 of the Summer Striving Springtime Tournament. They're off for 1 final race for fun, and Horsepower takes the win again. Now it's Horsepower's 2nd victory lap here today. Soon we will have the leaderboard up on the screen to show you who have what, how everything is so far. Horsepower did amazing today with few crashes compared to the others. Races down the track and barely manages to miss Backyard Jam. Horsepower and Backyard Jam is in first place, and well, one of the leaders for today has made it onto the 2nd one, and we have a 3-way tie for first place with Horsepower, Thunder Roris and War Machine all having 34 points, and being very close with the top 6. Only 4 points differentiate between the top 6 of Anna Blank, Chip Chocolate, and James Wilson, Tender 12, Backyard Jam, and Horsepower. Only 4 points between all of them, and then only 10 points between the top 14 drivers. That is incredible. That is going to be a loss of competition between Horsepower Thunderoris, and War Machine in this tournament. Now for the second page, we do have Pirate's Curse and Axe as the gatekeepers. Like and subscribe, and stay sparkle smashing.